What's going on, guys? CHO's back again with another video for you guys. Now, I hope you're all having a lovely day slash evening. This video here is going to be a Chelsea news video, keeping you guys up to date with all the latest Chelsea news in the last 24 hours. I did say yesterday on Carefree Lewis's G channel that we'll most likely do a preview live stream for Fulham's game on my channel. Not sure if it's going to happen. Could be 9 PM, 9:30 PM UK time. But if I don't do a video, this is why I'm doing it right now for Chelsea news in general. So guys, if you can, you want to support this channel, please smash the like button. The more likes, more helps with the channel. Subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification, tune in daily. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts and opinions on every single topic that I do speak. I also want to say there'll be a live stream straight after the Fulham game immediately on this channel, so please tune in because I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on that game. Now, as we know, Tomori most likely will be going out on loan this month, 100%. We don't know if it's going to be 6 months or 18 months. It's looking like 6 months currently to AC Milan. Now, we have further reports that AC Milan want an option to buy bid just over £26 million, okay? Now, for me, definitely, I don't want Chelsea to accept this, but I could see Chelsea accepting this simply because of the fee included. If this is the fee, we could use this money elsewhere for another defender like Makana, for example. But we have to think about it properly. Before Frank Lampard, the youth players weren't getting a say at all at this club. Frank Lampard came in, he brought in the likes of Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, Tomori, etc. So we have to be grateful for that opportunity that has happened. But at the same time, Tomori going out on loan, I feel like could be the right move right now, especially if Christensen and Rudiger still at the club. But selling him is a bit of a question mark. I'm in two minds. I kind of see the fee and I'm thinking we can reinvest that into, you know, someone better and ready right now, or we can see how he goes for the next 6 to 18 months and try and get him back into this first team. But we have to remember, we've got Xavier, we've got Marlon Sarr, we've got a lot of players on the payroll as well from next summer, so we have to be realistic with who we should sell and buy. Of course, for me, it has to be Christensen and Rudiger to go. But realistically, it looks like Tomori could be having different plans, could be wanting to leave as well. So let me know your thoughts on that situation. Who do you want to stay? Tomori to stay long term, or do you want him to go out on loan for 6 months, 18 months and let him come back? Let me know your thoughts. Even talks about Ethan Ampadu coming back. He had a fantastic performance for Sheffield United at centre back. I know it's one game, but it could mean Sheffield United get back into their normal form where they do quite decent against certain teams. It was their first win, I believe, in the Premier League season. I know many of you guys put some Newcastle players in your fantasy Premier League team, because I didn't, because I missed out the transfers, but I'm glad I did because you guys probably flopped anyway, because Newcastle did bad anyway. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Tomori's situation. It is looking like a 6-month loan, so good luck to him whatever happens. Now, Real Madrid are looking to sign Olivier Giroud. Now, this news has come out recently simply because Luka Jovic has gone out on loan to his former club. He should have joined Chelsea, by the way, but if he did join Chelsea, we would have got the likes of Timo Werner, etc. So I'm happy with the move that's happened. But at the time, before he joined Real Madrid, I really wanted this guy to join Chelsea. He played against Chelsea in the Europa League where he was fantastic. And it's a choice that he's made that's looked wrong. Same with Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard should have stayed at Chelsea. We know it was his dream that he wanted to play for Real Madrid, and we accepted that from young age. Zinedine Zidane was a fan of him since he was 17 years old, Eden Hazard, okay? So we knew it was going to happen eventually, going to Real Madrid. That's why I don't feel like many people are angry at Hazard leaving compared to Courtois. Courtois kept saying it in the media that he wants to leave, blah, blah, blah. But Eden Hazard was, showing a bit of love to Chelsea fans in general. So, and for the things that he's done for Chelsea, we have to be grateful, especially with the signings we made during his era here at Chelsea. It's kind of right that Eden Hazard left. But when I look at his form, injuries, his form hasn't been at his best, and it looks like he's not enjoying it there. Just like how Gareth Bale wanted to leave Real Madrid straight away. He was happy on the payroll. Eden Hazard could come back one day, who knows. He did talk to Frank Khalid, UK, saying that he might come back one day. So let's see what happens, okay? But at the same time, good luck to these guys. Luka Jovic, I hope you get your form back on. But Giroud, sorry, on off topic, of course, Giroud has to stay at Chelsea. We need him this season 100%, especially for the top 4 race, and especially with the way we're playing with Cross and Hope. We need him in the box 100%. He's the guy that can head on, that can shoot, that can flick the ball. He can do basically everything. He's underrated as a striker. Now, he's 7 goals away from all time for the French national team. And also, if he joined Real Madrid, what about Benzema? Go-kart against F1, fam. Imagine the beef there. Giroud will probably do better than Benzema in my opinion if he went to Real Madrid, because Lukaku's been for Arsenal underrated in my opinion, especially from the bench coming on. I felt like he was very, very good. But Chelsea, he took to the next level, and I feel like a bigger club like Real Madrid, we have to be realistic right now. Real Madrid are a bigger club, okay? If he was to go there, it would make sense for him to get even better as well. So I'm hoping he stays, because Real Madrid is a very, very big move. Any player that gets linked with Real Madrid, they automatically think about it. You can, look at the signings they've made over the 20 years. Okay, when I've been watching football, the likes of Beckham, Ronaldo, Zidane, etc., all these guys that you see, they signed top players. Okay, Hazard was the last one to leave, of course, but hopefully Giroud stays. Okay, I know I went a bit off topic with all these things, but Giroud, I know he's thinking about Euro 2021 as well in terms of the team selection and getting called up and stuff, but he's getting his game time now, so hopefully he stays. Hopefully he signs another 1-year extension deal, because we need that experience whilst Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham get better and adapt a lot more together. So that's my thoughts on that. Now on to Danny Drinkwater. He'll be going on loan to Turkey. The team, Kasımpaşa, we did speak about it recently, of course, and it looks like Chelsea will be paying most of his wages, because it's 100,000 a week at Chelsea, guys. I told you that man was chilling in Dubai before the lockdown. The first lockdown that happened, he was chilling in Dubai, he was enjoying life, he was getting into trouble. That guy had it easy, man. He had it easy. I don't know why Chelsea signed him. Maybe it was for homegrown issues and stuff like that. But why did we sign the guy? I know he was very good with Kante at Leicester and they won the Premier League. But come on, there are levels in terms of what we signed. That deal was probably one of the worst deals I've seen for Chelsea Football Club. There's many out there, okay? The likes of Bakayoko, Zhirkov, Marin, all these guys. The list goes on, okay? We spoke about, okay, for Lewis G the other day. But Danny Drinkwater, 100k a week for what? That's probably one. I can't get out of my head how we've let it go on for this long, if you know what I mean. We need someone to sign him. We need to get him off the pay book as soon as possible. That's the #1 priority this January. We have to get him out. Of course, we're still going to be paying some of the wages, but at least it won't be 100,000 a week, man. That's just my opinion anyway. Now, Callum Hudson-Odoi has been speaking to Sky Sports. I did tell you guys about Sky Sports transfer news to avoid it, but this is general interview between the player and him and Sky Sports, of course, so it's fine. I work hard in training every single day. When the opportunity comes, I just want to try my best in every single game. Fantastic mentality. He also talks about the Euro 2021 selection. 100% that he wants to be selected. It's always been on my mind. I want to get back into the squad and go with them to the tournament. You take it game by game and day by day. You've got to keep doing what you're doing and keep improving. Well said, that's the mentality that we need. We know last season he was very close, well, the season before, very close to Lehman for Bayern Munich. It tells you the levels, okay? When Bayern Munich and Real Madrid come calling for you, Chelsea have to wake up and be like, look, if other clubs want this player, there must be something good about him. Now, of course, I'm not saying he has to play every single minute like Mason Mount, okay? We have to obviously put him in as many games as possible, rotate with Hakim Ziyech, Pulisic, of course. It's a very long season. There's a lot of games. We're going to be playing 7 games in 20 days. I think it's like 7 games in the next maybe 18, 19 games now. I remember 7 games in 20 because K3 Lewis G was talking about it the other day on the stream. So that's why I'm thinking about how many games we've got. We can't play every single game with the same players, okay? I know Liverpool do it with Mane and Salah, I get it. But that's what we have to assess, whether these guys step up to that level and they start scoring goals. So for the likes of Timo Werner, if he starts scoring a lot of goals per game or 1 every 2 games, he has to play every single game. It depends on form. When we're talking about merit on form, that's what we mean. If they're scoring and performing and contributing to certain goals that Chelsea are scoring, then they stay in the team 100%. But we have to be realistic. We have to watch them, try sub them during 70 minutes, 75 minutes to try and get as much rest as possible for these players and make sure the players that are not playing are featuring. Okay, we've got a lot of players in this squad. It does need to get trimmed, but at the same time we have to be realistic and see who we are selling, simply because of the pandemic. You know, people can get ill, we might be missing key players, and that's where the other players that are not playing have to step up, and that's the whole point of squad depth. So guys, you know, let me know your predictions for Fulham's game as well. I'm going for a 2-1 win to Chelsea Football Club. I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet. Mendy's come back and goal, of course. I'm hoping in midfield we have Billy Gilmour, because Kante is suspended and he's back from injury. Thankfully, he's back from injury. That's the thankfully bit that I'm talking about, by the way, not the suspension. Kai Havertz has to play, and obviously Mason Mount will most likely play under Frank Lampard. I'm hoping Kovacic maybe, but Mason Mount most likely. Mason Mount needs to break. He needs a break. The guy's been playing every single game. But as I said, I want to see Hudson-Odoi and probably Pulisic and let Hakim Ziyech come off the bench if we are failing to score goals. Now guys, I really hope you enjoy this content. This is my first take. Fantastic, man. I kind of enjoyed it. I went a bit off with Giroud's and Hazard's story, but hopefully you guys don't mind and enjoyed it. If you guys can, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification, tune in daily, and make sure you comment down below your thoughts and opinions about all else, guys. I'm out. Peace. I don't know if that's 10 minutes, but hopefully it is.